Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Freedom in the Word. I am Minister Sherry Knotts, and I am joined again by this dynamic panel of women. I want you guys at home to give us a round of applause. Woo! Thank you so much. Now, we're going to be talking about the angry black woman. Woo! How many times have we heard that topic? Founded and unfounded.
Mm-hmm. More than we probably should have. That's how many times we've heard it.
Is it the neck roll?
It's all of it.
Is it because I addressed you on how you addressed me? Because am I angry because I'm standing up for myself?
The eye roll, the tone,
sucking
of
the
your voice,
come
the
on
tone
now.
of your voice. Yeah.
Did you get
Why
swollen
you
in the
looking at
chest?
me like that? Right.
What? Oh, how about this is because of my silence? Because I'm real good with silence. I know y'all don't believe that, but I'm real good with silence.
All of that. Your body language, or just feel like that. Oh, she seemed like she had an attitude. Well, how you know?
Yeah. How many times you been wrote up?
Right.
Because you got an attitude.
But don't you think it's a misconception?
What?
It is.
It's, people, the way they perceive or preconceived notions of what they've seen or heard before.
Because this right here, this me, right here. I'm not being impatient. I don't have an attitude. It's just comfortable for whatever reason. I have my hand on my hip. I don't mean no harm. That's just who I am. But that's the attitude to some people.
And then sometimes it's the directness. It's like, oh, well, she sounds like she had attitude. Well, did I sound like that, or did I just say we need to get this done because we're wasting too much time?
Oh, did I just answer your question?
Right.
Because you really didn't want me to answer.
Right. So that's how that turns out. No, it's just you just went on my level at the time I needed you to be.
I love it.
Now I'm a hush and let somebody else.
It's so unfounded to me. I just have to say, but because it's not just the angry black woman. We always hear about the angry black man.
Yeah.
So we're angry. That is so unfounded.
It is. I think we're passionate.
Yeah, I mean, to me, there's just no basis for that. You're right. We have certain mannerisms and all, but to take to me that label is a cop out.
It is.
And volume.
You
can get loud.
Come on now.
Even a family situation, playing a game or over.
Because I'm spade queen, honey.
We can get loud, but that doesn't make you angry or emotional.
We're not fighting.
Exactly.
It's so funny you say that because I remember picking up my daughter from school, and the whole family was together, so myself and my husband, and we were having a conversation, but we were loud.
Yeah.
And we were also laughing.
In your car though, right?
In your car.
Okay.
And our daughter goes, "Why y'all always fussing?" And we was like, "We're not fussing." But did you not hear us laughing? We're not fussing. Yeah. Well, y'all are just like very loud. I was like, "Well, Layla, we we into this conversation."
Right. This is who we are.
Right,
what
exactly.
we do. And I think sometimes in society we use those as a lever of control.
Come on.
As a way to make sure that you diminish who you are as a
Don't
culture.
make me send you an
and
offering.
what you are. And what you can be as far as a competitor.
Yeah.
So sometimes people put those labels out there in order to just shut us down. Right. And our role is just dual in the sense of making sure we identify and break down those labels, but also helping others to see that when they categorize someone else as an angry black woman, well, was it the delivery?
Come on.
Or was it the message? Did you hear the message, or were you just too shunned by the delivery? Right. Because there's often truth in what that woman is stating and going through. You take time, like you said.
I ain't gonna say it often. I'm gonna say
most times.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would even go further and say it's not simply the delivery. I would ask, is it the way that you received it?
Because that's what it
You
is.
need to check yourself
right.
and who you are and what you have going on inside of you. And maybe that's why you received what I said in the wrong way.
I work in a school system, a public school system, where many of my colleagues misunderstand our parents in Title I schools. Yeah. And I'm often the one that says, wait a minute though, what did the parents say? Not how.
What did they say?
What did they say?
Take the emotions out of it.
Right. Yeah. And when we break down what the parents said, there was some truth to something being done to their child. And I have to say, well, if that were your child being treated that way, how would you feel? So I appreciate you for saying that, sis.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
always think that wisdom plays a big part. And going back to the delivery, I am so convinced that you can tell anybody anything. It is all in how you say it.
Exactly.
Just the other day, I had one. When he hung up the phone, it was total. I mean, he threatened me all through that phone call, and I said something. I said, "Of course, I'm listening. I'm listening to you threaten me."
No, but do you hear this phone get ready to hang up though?
Well, no,
That's what I
it's
meant.
business, right?
He completely turned that around. I'm like, "No, ma'am, I'm not really threatening. I'm just upset. You know, I do believe it's all in how you tell someone something.
And we're representing Christ as well.
So that's what I was
So we
gonna
have
say.
to be
Verse.
careful about
Yes.
how we come across.
Come
There's
on, segue,
accountability.
man. Come on, segue.
There's accountability there. I can remember the same thing as an administrator in the school. People would leave my office after a conversation and say, "Did she just straighten me out?"
Right, but not in the moment though.
But
You can feel it in the moment.
It's all in the way
It is.
that you
You
say
say
things,
it.
your tone.
So you were saying the faith. So being that we are women of God, we love the Lord. We are here at church. That's how we met, most of us. Where does faith fall when you know you gotta keep it cool while it's hot?
It's got to be first.
Right, forefront.
It's first in everything.
We have to practice
It's
it
first
on a
in
daily
everything.
basis.
Right, because it's not always first. We're human, right? So sometimes those emotions kick in.
That's
and
what I was
it's like,
about
let
to
me
say.
reel it back just a little.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, just a
God.
little bit.
God just need to get me
God,
out of this one.
Help me
Yeah.
out. Give me the words.
Give me the word.
Fix my face, Lord, because I know I'm looking crazy.
Right.
And breathe.
Yeah.
Speak for me.
That's who you might have had a moment. Like, okay, maybe I did
You
give
go
him a
a little
little bit
too
of
far.
energy. Okay, let me bring it back, God. I'm sorry. Help me to help them understand that that's not what I meant to say.
But you
So
know,
yeah.
I think we as black women, I think this is a fair statement. You tell me whether you agree.
Of course we will.
I think that we deal with more frustrations.
Of course.
And I think that with that, I think there's so many different kinds of frustrations, so many levels of frustrations. There's just that we have to deal with as black women. And so
But are we allowed to have them?
are we allowed to have frustrations?
Yeah, because they don't want us to. They don't want us to have frustrations.
And what I was going to say is I think that shapes how we respond sometimes, and I'm not saying that in a negative way, because sometimes I think we're just tired. You know, I don't want to have this conversation with you again. I have to say this to you again.
Yes.
So we have to go
I've
through
already
this
said it.
again.
Yeah.
You know, how many times? You know, and so it gets to be sometimes I think just
Redundant.
and frustrated. You know.
So what works, and I know all of us have had a situation you're going into that you don't know what's going to happen, going in blind, and that's when we say, "Okay, Lord, I need you to take care of this." We'll say, "Jesus, take the wheel in a moment,"
Yes.
but what does that really mean to us?
Right.
Any challenging situation, a lot of times that's not our first choice.
No.
I'm calling Yolanda. I'm calling
Right.
whoever.
Yeah.
He wants us to call him first.
Say
That's
it.
It's all
That's
first.
right.
I love what you said, because it's important to know that once you've done all you can in the situation, it's all right to accept God's release from that.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
And when people are talking to you in such a way, you are aware that of the messages and the connotations of this angry black woman, and you try to somehow in your mind figure out how best to present what I want to say, so I don't come across like a stereotypical angry black woman. Sometimes we get bogged down
With that.
in that, and that's frustrating.
It is.
Because you can't really express in the passion that you feel it, because you want to make sure it's accepted, because you're self-aware. But you know, at a certain point, God will speak to your spirit and just give you a quickening. You know what? It is what it is. This is what I'm going to say. This is how it's going to be. And those who will receive are those who were meant to receive it.
That's right.
And those who weren't, they will still learn. We're moving on.
Right.
And it's okay.
So with the angry black woman and the faith in the relationships and communicating and all those things, we're all mothers. But you're still a mother.
Okay.
Because you have a niece,
I do.
you have My what's saying niece and nephew. And I use that because whenever I have, especially here at the church or anywhere else, if your child is with me, that's my child.
Right.
You know, okay, I understand you got Ruben, but they with me.
Invested in
Yeah. So what is it about the mother-daughter relationship? Why do we just seem to sometimes kind of struggle?
I think it's, a lot of it has to do with the generations and your experience. 40 years between my daughter and I is a long time.
That's a long time.
Life is different now than it was then. And so we have to be mindful of that fact, whether it's media, whether social media, television, movies, just pop culture, the whole, what is it called?
TikTok?
Cancel culture.
Oh, cancel, yeah.
That's the thing now too. So it's a lot different.
My mom used to put it there. Only one queen can run this castle.
Come on now.
It is truly an honor to hear you say that. Because 2 weeks before my 40th, I was blessed with this little bundle of joy that is now just a mirror of everything that's wrong with me. Everything. Because she is truly me. Oftentimes when she and I are going back and forth, she's using my tones, my verbiage, and my evidence.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, Mommy, here's the receipt.
Yeah.
Mommy. And so I have to learn as a parent or as a mom, okay, you are battling yourself. What do you need to do? And oftentimes I just say, okay, Lord, I need some help because I'm going to come at this all wrong. So it's truly within that mother-daughter relationship that I find that I'm calling on God even more so. But I'm grateful to God that he waited until I was almost 40 because Yolanda pre-40 would not have been able to deal with this child.
All right.
And I feel like that's where I am because I am dealing with the child. It's like she doesn't look
she's
like
6
me.
years old, right?
And she's 6. And she doesn't look like me, but she acts like me. And I go, oh my God. I was not like this when I was growing up. Why are you like this?
Because I'm like you were.
Right.
But she's not
Sweet lady.
She's sweet. She know how to act.
She's
She know how to act.
very direct. And she is a little girl that's about her business.
Sounds like an attorney to me.
I was just about to say. And she uses my verbiage. She uses it on her daddies. How do I deal with that? It's a struggle within me because I'm like, sometimes I question, am I a great mother? Because she's like this.
No, I think that's evidence that you are. I'm serious because they're only doing what you have taught them to do.
Yep.
Right?
Well, I hate to say this, guys, but 6-year-old, 8-year-old, just give it a few more years.
Mine is grown. Like 13.
The challenges
Yes.
will rise to another level.
Yeah.
Mine is 20. Yeah.
Right.
My daughter's 20.
Just give it just a few more years.
It's just a different type of challenge. We want to put in them everything that we know they need to be successful in life. But the bottom line is that they make their own decisions.
They make their own decisions, but they also see it's a process. They did the learning curve. We got it. They don't have it.
Exactly. And they don't know.
They don't know. They don't know.
They don't know that they don't have.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But the word says to train up a child.
In the way.
And that's what you do.
That's all you can do.
That's
Hold
what
strong
you do.
to that.
Because they will come. Didn't we come back? I mean,
We did.
We
were
made it
first-
all right.
Didn't we act up?
Right.
We acted up a little bit.
Right. We
So-
have survived the train wreck of growing up.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it was a train wreck for me. Like, oh my gosh.
So any closing thoughts? I guess we can talk about that all day.
Yes,
The mother-daughter relationship.
But I will say, I love the growth of a mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
Like right now, my mom too is a best friend. And I know now the tones. Like we know when it's time to get off the phone.
Yes.
Because we've reached a point of impasse. Like it's not happening.
Right.
And it's a certain tone.
Respect.
It'll say, all right, Mom, love you. And she'll say, all right, Lamb, love you too. Right. So I look forward to the time when Elise and I get to that point when we're still friends and we can love each other in the difference.
In the
you know?
meantime.
Right. Because that's huge.
Anyone else?
I think that's good.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping up another dynamic episode. We pray that you are enjoying it as much as we are. And we look forward to you tuning in to our next episode. In the meantime, I am Minister Sherry Knotts. I have these lovely ladies with me, and we'll be talking to you soon. God bless you.